you have witnessed the evolution of cloud computing over the last 20 or so years. So, how has the cloud changed the way enterprises provision and deploy IT?
Well, ultimately, it provides a different consumption model. At the end of the day, people always talk about the revolutionary nature of cloud, but if you think about it, we're still dealing with databases, storage, compute cycles, and many of the same platforms we leverage on premise. If you look at what cloud computing is and the way it evolved to be, is it's in essence the ability to configure a data center virtually. So certainly the infrastructure is a service provider. So I can put in storage, I can put in compute, I can put in databases, I can put in platforms, I can put in Linux and Windows NT and anything I need to configure out whatever infrastructure I need to support my applications. And the great thing about cloud is you can do it in about an hour, versus if you're a traditional enterprise, you have to go through procurement cycles. It's going to take 6 months to a year, for the standard Global 2000 company. So the revolution is really around the consumption model, and the fact of the matter is going to free us up from actually being innovative and creative and not necessarily putting IT as a limitation on the business. You talk to the CEOs out there, they're going to tell you that, it takes me 2 years to integrate a company I buy because IT is going to basically spin around on the particular integration technologies that they need to make these things run. Where in cloud computing, it's a matter of spinning up what you need. It's a matter of core integration technologies. It's a matter of layering in different security platforms, and doing so you're really kind of at the speed of need. So that's the revolution of it. And the second generation of it that we're seeing now is the ability to leverage advanced technology that doesn't exist on premise. I mean, some of the AI stuff you can't find on premises. Some of the machine learning based systems can't find on premises. Certainly the serverless computing stuff you can't find on premises because that would be weird. And ultimately, we're able to weaponize technology that prior to this was unaffordable and unobtainable. And right now, probably 5 years ago, the cloud kind of crossed the chasm where they have better technology than we do on premise, whether it's security, governance, management, and monitoring. And that's because if you look at the way the R&D dollars are being spent within the technology companies, they're investing in building cloud-based products, not necessarily on-premise-based products. So those two kind of waves occurred, and I think the next wave will be, absolute the sync and migration of legacy systems moving forward and kind of dealing with that whole thing. But the revolution I saw, certainly back in '99 when I got into the cloud game, was the fact that this consumption model is going to be more aligned with what business needs than business even understands what they need. And that turned out to be the right thing, but of course it took 11 years to do that.
Many companies have still very significant investments in IT infrastructure, which is on premise. How do companies balance the demands of cloud with a legacy on-premise system?
Yeah, I mean, I've been in cloud for a long time, and I live in Northern Virginia, and this is the data center capital, it seems like, of the world. And I'm watching data centers go up. Probably, there's probably 10 projects right now within 5 miles from me. And so what happened? Suddenly the ability to leverage cloud and share resources would get us away from traditional data centers. Well, the reality is much different. The reality is that there's a certain amount of infrastructure that we're going to have to own. Either that's going to be in managed service providers, colo providers, or our own private data centers. So we're going to hit a saturation point in cloud migration. Cloud guys don't like me to say this, which typically between 70 and 75%, where the remaining 30% can't migrate anywhere, and they're more valuable to the business than a lot of things we have in the cloud. And therefore, we have to make these things, cohabitate. What I say, work and play well together. And right now, we don't have a lot of very good middleware layers that are able to span on premises in the cloud. We're getting to security, we're getting to governance, we're getting to management monitoring, which have this duality of roles, where they're able to, in essence, monitor systems that we own, monitor systems in managed service providers and colos, as well as in the public cloud. That's new to everybody, though. Everybody has a tendency to kind of want to leverage whatever native tools and technologies are there moving forward. So the thing that I've been spouting for a long period of time, and it's actually got me more ire than anything else, is the fact that I don't think these legacy systems are going to completely go away, more so than you think. They're going to be a big part of our infrastructure moving forward. I think we're going to be able to find analogs, other ways to run them. Colos and managed service providers are good options for that right now. And everything's not going to be able to live in the cloud. By the way,